Good morning, children. Welcome back to your geography class of natural vegetation and wildlife. So, children, till now we had discussed some general things about the vegetation and its zones, right? So, till now we had discussed that these vegetation zones are divided into tropical, temperate and alpine vegetations, and in our syllabus we don't have all the categories, but yes, we have only 5 categories. We also discussed that this natural vegetation which grows naturally depends on certain factors like land, soil, temperature, or you can say the sunlight that we receive from the sun, and rainfall. Alright, so these are the important factors that affect the vegetation growth in an area. Now, there are some questions in the book. I have the PDF on the board. So today we are going to simply discuss those questions and then we'll move forward, right? So the first question, find out why are the southern slopes in Himalayan region covered with thick vegetation cover as compared to the northern slopes of the same hill. What is the question? They are saying that the Himalayas are there, right? We have huge mountains. And we can see that the southern part, means this part, has thick growth of trees. Whereas the opposite side, which is the northern side of Himalayas, doesn't have thick growth. Why? You only tell me why. You have studied climate. You have studied monsoons. You have studied how the monsoon winds proceed. Do you remember? No? See, the monsoon winds, they proceed and they touch the Himalayas, and these Himalayas, they don't allow these monsoon winds to go towards the other side. उस side नहीं जाने देते हैं. They force these winds to shed their moisture in this zone only. So as a result, this part will get rain, whereas the other side remains the rain shadow area, and it doesn't get rain. And that side, the northern side of Himalayas, is the Central Asia part, which doesn't get this rains. So that is the rain shadow area, and this is the region which gets rainfall, right? That is why the Himalayan southern slopes have thick forest, right? Whereas northern part remains the rain shadow area, right? Now next question. सर कर दीजिए, स्क्रॉल कर दीजिए. Our next question, और इसके नीचे और ये वाला वो गया ये. Find out why have the western slopes of the Western Ghats covered with thick forest and not the eastern slopes. So children, if we remember the southern part, these are our Western Ghats, whereas Eastern Ghats are broken, right? And they are saying the western slopes of Western Ghats. This is east, then this is west, means this region has thick forest. Again, same thing. Our monsoon, southwest monsoons, one branch, the Arabian Sea branch, enters from this region and it gives rain in this area, whereas the other side remains the rain shadow area, right? That is why these regions have thick forest, and eastern slopes of these western, this is the western slope of Western Ghat, and that side is the eastern slope of Western Ghats. So that eastern side is the rain shadow area. It doesn't get much rain. That is why it doesn't have thick forest, right? So till now we were talking about our vegetation, and in vegetations we discussed ये वाला पढ़ाना है that there are certain factors. Now it is saying that why forests are important for human beings. You all know why forests are important, because they are providing us many things. They modify local climate, control soil erosion, regulate stream flow, support a variety of industries, provide livelihood for many communities, and offer panoramic or scenic beauty, natural beauty. It controls wind force and temperature and causes rainfall. It provides humus to the soil and shelter to the wildlife. Right? When you are asked about what does forest give us, you tell us they give us food, they give us clothes, they give us gum, they give us rubber, they give us this, they give us that. But you forget about the nature and the natural elements that they are providing. They are stopping soil erosion, they are bringing rains, they are providing home to the wildlife, they are giving natural beauty, maintaining ecological balance. इन चीज़ों को तो हम भूल ही जाते हैं, है ना? So you need to remember these things also, which are provided by the forest, right? Now, next is ecosystem. Now, what is ecosystem? See, we studied that different zones are there: tropical, temperate, polar. Now, each zone has a different type of community according to the rain, according to the sunlight, and according to the soil. The vegetation is grouped. अलग अलग कैटेगरीज बनी हुई है वेजिटेशन की, राइट? एंड दिस कैटेगरी में इन पर्टिकुलर ग्रुप पर्टिकुलर टाइप ऑफ ट्रीज ग्रो, राइट? एंड इन दोज पर्टिकुलर टाइप ऑफ ट्रीज एंड प्लांट्स some particular type of wildlife also grows. Right now we study कि ये वाला बेर तो यहाँ मिलता है, वहाँ पर वो मिलता है, यहाँ पे ये एनिमल मिलता है, इस जगह ये एनिमल नहीं मिलता. We study all these things and we know also. So it means on the whole earth is divided into vegetation zones, different vegetation zones. Each vegetation zone has its own type of plants and trees, and they have their own type of wildlife also. Animals, birds, insects, सब अलग type के होते हैं, right? And not only this, even the human beings, they also are of according to that climate, their living style, their eating habits, their clothings, and everything is as per that climate, that vegetation. So all this together makes ecosystem. वो एक particular group of trees with its wildlife and human beings make one ecosystem. So on our whole earth, there are various ecosystems. On the whole earth, we have various ecosystems. And all these ecosystems together make what? Biome. What do they make? They make a biome. Pura. Bio means live life. Bio means life. And life exists in three creatures. Broadly, first is human being. Second, animals. Animals include all sort of animals. 4-legged animals, 8-legged animals, 6-legged animals, insects, creepers, birds, fish. Everything comes into the category of animals. And third category is the plant, or you can say vegetation. Vegetation includes all creepers, climbers, bushes, shrubs, herbs, trees, everything is counted into vegetation. Even the algae and fungi is counted in vegetation, right? So, broadly speaking, we have three categories which have bio in them, which have life in them. Human beings, plants and animals, right? So, we have different type of ecosystem as per the zones and the climate and soil, and these all ecosystems, they together make one biome. Got it? Now we will go towards the types of vegetations, right? So scroll kar dijiye. और करिए. So you will study this bar graph and you will see which state has more actual forest area. ये क्या बता रहा है? Actual forest area present in different states and union territories. So you will study this and then we will discuss this later because we have some questions in the book based on this graph. So for that you need to study that which area has the maximum natural forest. You can see Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, here Andaman and Nicobar Islands. These are the areas which have, plus this one, Arunachal Pradesh. If you broadly say, they are all eastern side of our country, plus the island groups. They have natural, thick natural forest on them. And the regions like Haryana, they don't have natural forest. They have greenery. They have crops. They have trees which are grown by human beings. Natural forest की बात हो रही है यहाँ पे. Okay. So natural forests are very less. Here also you can see in Punjab natural forests are very less. Pondicherry, Lakshadweep, they have not mentioned. They don't have the datas. Delhi, Daman and Diu, बहुत कम. Means they have greenery. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि they don't have trees or plants. They have. But they are all grown by human beings. And we are talking about natural vegetation. Okay. Natural, actual forests which are growing naturally. Okay. Now let's see the categories that we are going to study. So in this chapter, we will be studying 5 types of vegetation. Okay, though as I said, there are variety of vegetation on the earth, but we are going to study only 5 categories of vegetation. Tropical rainforest, which are also known as tropical evergreen forest. Tropical rainforest are also known as tropical evergreen forest. Then tropical deciduous forest, tropical thorn forest and scrubs, montane forest and mangrove forest. Now what are these? I'll give you just a hint in short. Tropical rainforest are the evergreen forest, means they are green throughout the year and they grow in tropical region. Okay? So evergreen hai to you should understand they are green throughout the year, matlab they have rains throughout the year. Second category, tropical deciduous forest. Now what are deciduous? Deciduous is the term given to the trees which shed their leaves. Deciduous forest किनको कहते हैं, किन trees को कहते हैं? वो leaves जो अपने साल में एक बार पत्ते गिराती है. Right? Those trees are called deciduous trees. Okay? Now those trees, if they are growing in tropical area, they will be called as tropical deciduous forest. If they are growing in temperate area, then they will be called as temperate deciduous forest or trees. Okay, so in this syllabus we have only tropical deciduous. We don't have temperate deciduous, so you don't have to worry, nothing to get confused. Third category is tropical thorn forest. Thorn forest, thorny bushes grow in desert region, desert and semi-desert area, regions which have very little or no rainfall. Those regions have thorn. Thorn means kaante, kaantedar jhadiyan. So kaantedar jhadiyas are found in the regions which have no rainfall or very little rainfall. Cactus, babool, khejri, all these trees which are growing around us, they are all thorn forest, right? Fourth is montane forest. Now what is montane forest? Montane means mountain forest. Now this itself is a big category because a mountain has very varied, you can say varied vegetation, different types of vegetations at different height. At lower level it has different, as we go higher the type of vegetation changes in montane forest. Mangrove forest. What are mangrove forests? Mangrove forests are the forests which grow at the shores of the rivers, swampy areas where the roots, they don't get air to breathe, so they come out to breathe. So those type of trees, those types of forests are called as mangrove forest, right? Now we will study these forests in detail as per the region, the temperatures, the rainfall, everything we are going to study about these forests and the type of trees that are found there. So first category, tropical rainforest. Very clearly they are restricted to the regions of heavy rainfall. Okay, they are restricted to the regions of heavy rainfall. Heavy rainfall, where do we have heavy rainfall? See, rainforest. Heavy rainfall kahan hai hamare? Western Ghats, which receive from advancing monsoons. This region receives rainfall from retreating monsoon, right? If we look at this side, this is eastern side which receives rainfall from Bay of Bengal branch of monsoons. So children, if you remember your climate, you will be able to remember your types of vegetation very easily. It is so easy that you don't have to cram, no rectification, no rote learning, only understanding. Okay? So let us move. So rainforest, tropical rainforest means the evergreen forest which are grown in tropical area. Now evergreen trees means these trees are green throughout the year. These are the regions which get heavy rainfall. These trees do not shed their leaves. They don't shed their leaves. इनका लीफ शेडिंग सीजन नहीं होता. ओके, पतझड़ का मौसम इनमें नहीं आता, राइट? So they are the best in areas having more than how much rainfall? 200 centimeters of rainfall or more. With a very short dry season. They have dry seasons, but they don't shed their leaves. Trees height up to 60 meters or even more, means these trees are very tall. Now in this region, because there is good rain throughout the year, you will find a variety of plants there. You will find big trees. Under those big trees, you will find smaller trees. Under those smaller trees, you will find shrubs, bushes, herbs, creepers, all growing close to each other. means if you'll go to those forests, you will not be able to see the land. Zameen to dikhegi hi nahi. It is totally covered with the plants. The big trees, they form thick canopy. What do they form? Canopy. C-A-N-O-P-Y. Canopy matlab shade. Means if this is a tree, there is another tree. So this is the canopy. ये जो shade है, जो branches फैली हुई हैं, that is called as canopy. And these canopies are intermingled. ऐसे एक दूसरे में ये फंसे हुए हैं इनकी branches. It becomes very difficult for the sunlight to touch the ground. It is that thick. Vegetation cover is so thick that even the sunlight doesn't find space to reach the ground. Okay, it is in this paragraph also it is written that this region has warm and wet type of climate. Warm and wet type of climate means warm means garam. Why garam? Because it lies in tropical zone, which is the hottest zone. Okay, and wet means it gets rainfall throughout the year. Wet means गीला. गीला किससे होगा? पानी से. पानी कौन सा? बारिश का. Okay, it means it is getting rainfall and heat throughout the year in sufficient quantity. Okay, that is why the growth of the trees in this region is too much. We have variety of trees growing here. There is no definite time for trees to shed their leaves. As such, these forests appear green all the year round. Okay, so children, I stop this discussion here only. In the next video, we will continue with this category with some more pictures of these forests and the wildlife that stays here. Okay, till then, thank you.